Okay. Somebody says, glad I made it early today. You're welcome, Lola Banks. I'd like to say a warm welcome to everybody else again here today. My name is Adeolu Akinyemi, and today we're going to be continuing on our conversation. And today's conversation is proven Bitcoin investment plans for beginners. I'm going to assume that everybody that is here today is relatively new at the Bitcoin play, at cryptocurrency play generally. And if you're not new, you probably learn a few new things here today as well. Today, we're talking about the investment plans that you can have as you begin in this journey. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because many people make a lot of mistakes when they join or participate in the cryptocurrency drive. And those mistakes are not the exclusive preserve of people who are not smart. Even people that are smart make mistakes as well. Yours truly, I've also made my own blunders in this field. And because of the blunders I've made, I can share with you very clearly what I believe you need to do if you're just starting out in this journey. I'm going to pick a few very, very important nuggets of truth from today's conversation, and hopefully, it's something you're able to implement and have a better story and a better journey than I have had. The good I always believe that when somebody in front of you falls into a ditch, it helps those coming behind to learn how to navigate and not fall into the same ditch. They say that experience is the best teacher. It just doesn't have to be your own experience. When it's your experience, it's too expensive. But if you learn from the experience of others, then you can get to achieve a lot without costing you so much. So today, we're going to be looking at a few key things that you want to put in place as you begin on this journey. All the recordings, all the presentations we do are always recorded. So even after this presentation, you can gain access to them to listen to if you are in any of the groups. Today, I'm going to be sharing a group with you as well on Telegram because we have many groups on WhatsApp now. It's good for us to be able to collate all the people who are interested in this together on Telegram. So we have a Telegram group that I will be sharing with you today as well, so that if you want to get involved and participate in the groups, you want to join uh, on on um, on Telegram, I'll give you the link so I can join there as well. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be fun. Let me get that link for you quickly so that anybody who wants to join the Telegram group can already begin to join it. We don't have to wait until the end of this presentation to participate that way. Okay, so today it's going to be an interesting conversation. This is the Telegram community. I'm going to put it there in the link there. That's it. So it's t.me/bitnobles. Um, so you can join that Telegram link and see how that goes. And then I'll take on this conversation today. I'd like to say welcome again to everybody that's here. It's going to be a short and sweet meeting. So let's write together. So proven Bitcoin investment plans for beginners. I'm going to share a few quick general thoughts, and then we'll dive deep into what I believe you need to do at this time. Okay, so essentially, if you are new to investing, there are a few key tips that I'd like you to begin with. The first tip is start now. Many people always philosophize and phantomize and discuss about investments, but never get to do it. I'm sure you always, I'm sure you know how well people talk about stock market, how they talk about stocks and bonds, how they talk about paper investments, the real estate. I talk about a lot of investments that they never participate in. In this journey, as a beginner, one of the key things you want to do is start now. Okay, you don't waste time. You can, jump on the ship and start quickly. Um, and you can start in a way that's not detrimental to you. So start now. Number two, don't let the media scare you or drive you. So the media is always playing on two sides. It's either it's scaring you or it's driving you. And how do I mean? It's scaring you is it's crashing, it's crashing, it's crashing, and then it's driving you is it's going high, it's going high, it's going high, and it's creating a lot of emotions. And the last thing you want to do is invest with emotions. Okay, you want to ensure that your brain is screwed on tight as you make your investment decisions, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. How can you go ahead with this? Without allowing media to be the one driving your engines. Focus. Okay, so your focus needs to be not on how your portfolio is performing. If you do this correctly, you won't be thinking about how your portfolio is performing. You'll be thinking about, am I making up my savings target? Am I making sure that the percentage of what I want to, I want to escrow, I want to put in investment is actually what I'm using? Your portfolio will have different turns and tides. I'll talk more about that, the sequence or the cycles of how your investment goes within the cryptocurrency space. I'm going to explain what that is, but focus on making sure that if you told yourself that I will have $100 towards my savings on a monthly basis, or I'll have 10% of my savings on a monthly basis, keep that consistent. Okay, set your investment goals. We all have what we want to achieve. I tell people you're not qualified for help until you know where you're going. And very simple. If I'm traveling around the road and I get to a T junction, if I ask the police officer, please help me, the officer will ask me, where are you going? I said, I don't know where I'm going. I said, then I can't help you because nobody can help you if you don't know where you're going. So what makes you helpable is that you're clear about where you're going. So I'm going to the, I said, good, turn left. Okay. My capacity or the capacity of anybody who wants to guide you to tell you to turn left is hinged upon you knowing where you're going and you being able to tell them where you're going. And if they know where you're going, then they can tell you where you can turn, even if you have missed your way. So use your investing goals to determine your time horizon. So basically, don't use another person's clock to watch your time. Make up your mind. This is what I want to achieve. How much time will that require? And give you what it takes. I tell people, my firm belief is, and this is from experience, my firm belief is long term. You want to do an investment, you want it to really be an investment, plan long term. One of my friends and I were discussing, and he said something very funny. He said the people that cash out the most are the people who refuse to cash out. Okay, reality is you want to ask yourself, how long do I need to keep at this thing to achieve my desired goals? If your goals are small, then probably you don't need so much time. If your goals are big, then you need time. Okay, time is a crucial factor that makes a world of difference in investments. Okay, so get to know your risk tolerance and your risk profile. This is important as well. If you are young and you have a job, you can take higher risks than somebody who is retired. Okay, and it's a very simple continuum. The younger you are, usually what I do is I subtract my age from 70, and whatever is left gives me an idea of what should be in my high risk and medium risk. So if I am 70, it means nothing should be in high risk and medium risk. I should just put everything in low risk and just be careful. If I am 25, then I have 45% that can be in medium risk to high risk. And I can break the portfolio into 25-20 to say 25 or 30-15 to say I'll have high risk for 15%, I have this for 30%. Essentially, I can break my portfolio based on my understanding of what stage of life I'm in, how promising the future is based on my age. And then I can plan and say, okay, you know what, this is my risk profile, and this is the portion of my income I am willing to commit to this direction. Okay, start broad-based. Don't be very generic or particular yet. So start broad-based. And I think for cryptos, in crypto space, Bitcoin is as broad-based as it gets, and then keep your cost low. Okay, meaning that you don't want to, in the bid to invest, you don't want to spend you don't want to spend the bulk of the money you want to invest on fees. So find a way to do it at the cheapest possible cost. These are the general tips. So today I'm going to be diving deep a little bit into some of the things that you hear in the crypto space. I'm going to be analyzing a few things, and then I'll show you what should your strategy be, and how can you as a beginner begin to participate here without burning your fingers. Okay, I'll tell you this of my own story. I got into the blockchain space about 2016, actively played 2017, made some money, did a few things. And then 2017, I went full throttle into the world of ICOs, into the world of really investing in startups and those kind of things. And I got my fingers burnt a bit. The beautiful thing with crypto is if you really buy in tokens, then it's not over until it's over, because guess what? The same way it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, goes down. After a while, a bullish market comes and it takes everything up again. So essentially, one of the things you need to become aware of is, so the lessons I've learned from putting in too much in one period of time that I will share with you. I was talking to a friend recently who said, I want to buy Bitcoin. I want to buy Bitcoin. I said, guy, calm down. Are you sure you won't sell what you're buying? He said, no, I'm going to hold it. I said, no, it doesn't work that way. If you're putting too much money in, you'll be tempted to always try to lower your averages if it comes down. If it's going higher, you'll be tempted to want to do more. You won't know what's going on. I'll show you why those things happen. So if you're a beginner, you want to watch out for a few key things that I'll be sharing with you very quickly. So first of all, I'm going to show you a few pictures, a few memes. So this is a meme, for example, the picture of a Bitcoin noob, going through his first dip. So this person he has bought some tokens, he has bought Bitcoin, and then he bought it at 40,000, and then he realizes that it's coming down to 34, 35, 33, 32, 31. And like somebody said, I invested money into it, and then it began to go down. So I sold it. And then as soon as I sold it, it began to go up. So I bought more. And then once I bought, instead of going up, it began to go down. And I felt it was still going to go up. So I bought more, but it still went down. So that while it went down, I decided to sell it. And then when I sold it, it began to go up. And I felt it will still come down. So I didn't buy again. And then it kept on going up. And then it kept on going up. And then it kept on going up. I said, you know what? Let me just buy it as it's going up. And then it was when it was going up and it began to go down. Now, that is something you will witness happen a lot of times if you get yourself into the trading game. Uh, and it's usually very scary, very annoying, it will be like, it will sound or feel to you like, is somebody watching me? What's going on here? How come when I buy it is when it's going down? How come when I sell it is when it's going up? And then you say, let me hold it for 2 weeks. Let me just hold for 2 weeks and not do anything. And then it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Like, no, it will still come back up. Oh, no, it will still come back up. And then you wait out your 2 weeks, it's still going down. And then you say, you know what? I can't take this any longer. You pull out, and then it begins to go up. This happens a lot. So this is a picture of a noob who's experiencing his first dip, and and the challenges that how he begins to feel. Of course, there's no gainsaying that Bitcoin now is more sexy than US dollar. Reality is, we say it's dollar cost averaging, but reality is, if it's just dollar cost averaging, yes, it's an upside. But the fact that you have Bitcoin, you can average your Bitcoin cost. Bitcoin is a lot more sexy than than dollar currently, and a lot more sexy than stocks, a lot more sexy than a lot of things that you may want to do in that space. But there's a strategy for it. Okay, so that strategy is what I'd like us to be able to get a hang of, and what the edge we have, what we're currently driving with Bitnob, where the edge is, and I'll show you what that edge is very quickly. So I'm sure you've heard something like this. People say things like this is where I'm banking people, and this guy is saying, so I don't need the bank account, I just need internet connection. And the guy is saying, look, I don't even have internet connection. To have a bank is easier for me than internet connection. Okay. But yeah, right. And then of course, yeah, you have what's another very interesting phenomenon that happens with Bitcoin traders. And I think you need to pay attention to this as well. It's called backholding. So where you have to keep telling yourself the prices will come up soon. Okay. And some of us are in that space where you're just staring at the market, you're staring at the crash, and you're saying it will come back up. It will still come back up. You keep telling yourself that, essentially because you probably have put in too much at once, and then you need to wait it out. Okay. And what that is called you're holding bags. You're a bag holder, essentially. So when you have to keep telling yourself that the prices won't come up, then you're holding bags, you have put in too much, you have played the wrong strategy, you have put in too much at once, and because that's what you have done, you have to wait it out. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the emotional cycle of Bitcoin investments are, and then I'm going to share with you what I believe you need to do at this time. So very quickly, I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but this is an example of an emotional cycle that you find in the Bitcoin space. So here is how many people join, and buy Bitcoin. They join in a period where things are going high. So for the last 2 years, it's been very silent in the cryptocurrency world. But guess what? All of a sudden, all the Telegram groups are back to life. Everybody's energetic. There's things are pumping. Tags like "pump it" is beginning to rain. A lot is going on. I have groups I belong to where if I'm not there for one day, I go back there. There are 10,000 chats. It's crazy. And why? Because I'm just looking at one of the groups now. There's a group I'm in, it's 23,000 chats. There's a group I'm in, there's 700 chats. People are buzzing. It's back alive now. Why? Because this is an era of excitement. So if you look at this graph, people, there's optimism, there's excitement, there's thrill. So Bitcoin is getting to $40,000. There is euphoria. And then it begins to drop. There's anxiety. And then it drops further and people are in denial. I say, no, it's going to come back up. And then after a while, it's fear. And then it's depression. And then there's panic. And then there's capitulation. And then there's despondency, there's depression. And then gradually again is hope again, is relief again, is optimism again, and then they are back to excitement again. This is the cycle of all our lives in investing in anything actually, and then more particularly in the Bitcoin space. So what exactly do you need to do? How do you ensure that you don't have this cycle just turning you on its own, turning you on your head? So of course, this is an analysis of the Bitcoin markets. If you look at the markets around 2018 is where you had this drama. So of course, this cycle always repeats itself. So the market enters into capitulation, the price of Bitcoin has gone low, there's despondency, there's depression. In the last 10 years, it has been said that Bitcoin is dead 390 times. 390 different times people have said Bitcoin is dead. Okay, and that's what people say when it gets into despondency and depression. They feel it's gone, it's dead. The least time he said it was said that it was dead was 2020, and that was 11 times. Okay, but guess what? After the capitulation and despondency and depression, there's some hope. Some hope springs in again, and then the market still jumps up. There's relief, and then the market moves up again. There's optimism, and then there's there's excitement. Then there's a thrill, and then there's euphoria. And then on the height of the euphoria, where everybody moves in by FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. The FOMO is building from optimism all the way to euphoria. FOMO is building, bandwagon effect. Everybody wants to plug in. Everybody's buying. And then it begins to crash. There's anxiety. People, first of all, fall into denial. There's desperation. Then there's panic. Then it goes back to despondency, capitulation, depression, hope, relief, and then it begins to build again. This is the cycle. Highest level of optimism usually happens at the highest price. Unfortunately, people don't realize that when things are bad and when everybody's depressed is when you should buy more. And even though people know, the energy and the emotions to do that is missing because this cycle, this market cycle affects the emotions, numbs people from taking action when they should take action. So one of the things you want to do is you want to have a strategy that is able to contain these realities. You want to have a strategy that it doesn't matter whether it's a bull market or a bear market, you are able to hold off on whatever decision, you're able to determine decisions you want to make, irrespective of what the market emotion is driving you to do. So I'll tell you, for example, yes, everybody knows that when everybody is greedy, that's when you should not be. When everybody is not, when everybody is, how do they put it now? When everybody is ginger to do more, that's when you should, draw back. When everybody is depressed and despondent and not interested, that's when you should buy. Basically, you can look at where the majority are going, take a different direction, and more often than not, you'll be correct. Now, but guess what? When the market is in that depressed state, if your strategy is not in place before the market cycle is in place, you will find yourself going with the flow of what the market wants you to do. You'll be too numbed and depressed to even buy at that time. You will follow the emotions of the market. So what you want to do is you want to have a strategy that ensures that whatever is happening in the market, you are protected. Okay, and I'm going to share that with you from my experience. This is how I'm playing now. This is how I'm dealing now, and this is what I want to encourage you to do as well. So, of course, the markets will always have a bear market or a bull market. We're currently in a bull market. A bull market is an up market. It's a market where there's optimism and the prices are going up. Okay, a bear market is where there's pessimism and the prices are going down. And typically, you have a contention between these two forces, and whichever one is winning at the time is the one that defines the market. Now, today we are in a little bit of a bullish market, and that's where there's a lot of news, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of lauding of Bitcoin and all those kind of things. Don't be carried away by those realities. You want to ensure that you're not carried away, but you have found a way to be able to ensure that whatever is happening in the market, you have a strategy that keeps you in place. Now, what's that strategy? What do I think will keep you in space, irrespective of what's going on in the market space? What I believe will help you that way is dollar cost averaging. Okay, and I'm going to explain it again very simply. Very, very simply, what you want to do is you want to ensure that your strategy is not putting a lot in at any point in time. There's a lot of greed that wants to make it, it's now you're hearing about it, and people are inconsistent. So we're able to do one thing now and not follow it through. But if you want to enjoy maximum potentials and profit from the Bitcoin space, what you want to do is you want to do dollar cost averaging. You want to do a little every day for the long term. A little every day for the long term. That's the strategy. A little regularly for the long term. Now, with this model, you are not likely, this is not the model that gives you the highest return on investment. Neither is it the one that gives you the least return on investment. But this is a model that ensures that over the long term, you are better positioned than trying to trade or game the market. If you try to trade, you can gain, you can also lose. But if you try to ensure that you are buying a little for the long haul, you can have good returns in time. And I'll show you what that looks like very quickly. Okay, I'm going to show you my, my DCA calculator again today, and then we're going to look at a few things together. Okay, so I'm sharing a page with you. It's dca.bitnob.com. It's something you can use at your leisure to track a few things and see how they're going as well. I think it's a phenomenal, fantastic tool that you can use. So let's look at this for example. So let's say, for example, I say I want to be saving, let's say, and I like to go back in the past, because the best predictor of the future is the past. So I can look at the past, see the lessons from there, and then we can apply that going on for the future as well. Okay, so let's say, for example, that I have been saving $10 on a monthly basis, and that's not bad. $10 on a monthly basis, I actually prefer on a weekly basis. Yeah, so let's use a weekly basis. Let's say I've been saving $10 on a weekly basis for the last, let's start with month. Yeah, let's start with month. So $10 on a monthly basis for the last 11 years or 10 years. I should give me $1,280 over that time. So let's see how much that will be valued at now. Okay, good. So if I've been saving $10 on a monthly basis, $10 per month, since July 17, 2010 to today, January 20, 2021, I would have invested $1,290 for 11 years. That's not bad. Okay, the total value that I will have gained would have been $21 million in value. I will today have 591 Bitcoin. Okay, and my percentage change would have been what? My percentage change will have been my percentage change will have been 1.6 million percent. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're looking at what we're doing here. Now, this is if I had done this for the last 11 years. Remember, I said the big deal here, what you really want to do here is you want to ensure that you are long term. You're thinking long term. You're thinking, how can I do this and span this over time? Okay, so if I've done $10 per month and I've done it for the last 11 years or 10 years plus, I'll have done $1,290, and that will have given me $21 million today. Um, I think that's amazing, isn't it? But that's only possible because now would I have, if even if my $1,290 amounts to nothing today, would it have changed my life? No. Would it have affected me badly? No. Would it have made me feel like I've wasted my money? $10 per month is how much today? It's about 5,000 naira per month. 5,000 naira per month is what I will have used to do what? To do lunch out one of these days. Just one day in a month, lunch out. I will have spent it. And that's even going alone. If I was going with somebody else, it would cost me more than that. So it's something that I will have spent anyway without making serious alterations in my life. But guess what? I'll have been $21 million richer today by just making that move. So if you're here today and you're a beginner, the strategy you want to ensure you follow is a long-term strategy of ensuring that you are putting income that cannot radically change your life aside. So I'm going to have somebody for an example today. So let me use somebody as a case study as I bring this to a close. Remember, the strategy for new beginners, if you want to do this, is you want to take monies that will not hurt your life, will not alter your living expense today, and based on your risk profile, based on the percentage of your income that you are able to afford to not look at, okay, small enough for you not to miss, but but reasonable enough for you to be able to create value with, based on your age and the stage you are in your journey. So I'm going to ask somebody here today. Anybody, the first person to answer me, you can send it in the chat box. How much will not affect you? How much will not affect you on a monthly basis if you need to set it aside? Okay, somebody has sent me $50. Okay, Now, this $50 that you sent me, is it daily? Is it weekly? I like to have, let's have this in the numbers. Is it monthly? Okay, somebody says 5,000 naira monthly. Okay, good. It says $50 monthly. So this person said $50 monthly. So let's say, for example, that I'm going with Oluwatimileyin Deinde Adedeji's requests. And many of you are replying to panelists. You're not copying to everyone. So I'm the only one seeing your messages. I don't know if that's your plan, but if you want everybody to see it, you can just put panelists and attendees so you can address it to everybody. Okay, so let's say, for example, somebody says 5,000 naira per month, which is $10 per month. Okay, good. We have different amounts. So this person says $50 per month. So let's look at this $50 per month. And now I'm going to do it over a number of sequences. So if I do this over this sequence, the person will have, over the last 11 years, will have saved $6,450. The person's valuation today will be 105 million US dollars. Okay. So ultimately you would have today 105 million US dollars. I'm sure you won't be listening to this presentation today. You will send, you just come for this meeting and say, you know what, I won't just give everybody that came for this meeting collect $1,000, and nothing will have happened. Okay, good. So let's work with another period of time. Let's say, for example, that maybe you didn't get to know early. So and of course, you will realize that it will not be as exciting later on. So it gets less exciting as we progress. So of course, it will mean that you need to put a lot more money to achieve the kind of things that you'll have achieved if you joined early. So let's take it back in time. And I know a friend who got involved in 2013. So let's say you got involved 2013. So you don't have the luxury of the kind of, so let's say 2013 is when you got involved. So let's see, that's 8 years ago, $50 a month. Let's see what that yields. Okay, so you can see. So if you did it in the last 8 years, you would have done $4,600, and it will be worth 251,000 US dollars today. It is not as mind-boggling. Yeah, it is not as mind-boggling and crazy, but it's not bad. So what am I saying? It's not bad. It's amazing. It's better than anything else you'll have invested in. Okay, it's 5,000% return on investment. It's huge. Your 4,600 has multiplied by 50 at least. Do you understand? So that's beautiful still. Uh, and I've seen somebody who says, I can afford to save $2,002 daily. So let's play with your $2 daily. Let's play your $2 daily, and let me take you back in time. I like $2 daily. $2 daily is a lot of money actually. So let's say this person has $2 daily, and it's daily. Person that is who's doing $2 daily. This is a daily Aderoju. Okay, let's see. $2 daily. That gives you, I'm sure it's scary. Cost $2 daily for the last 10 years. Yeah, as expected. $2 daily in the last 10 years will have been $7,682 is what you'll have saved, and that will have been $147 million. Aderoju, I'm sure you won't be in this meeting as well. I'm sure you make a phone call and say, look, I don't want CM to be presenting, in this meeting. Can he present from can he be presenting from Dubai? I want to sponsor today's event. You probably give you this kind of advices. So, ladies and gentlemen, essentially, basically, just we're playing with the numbers to see what is possible. What are the kind of things that are possible if we do this over the long haul. Now, of course, so let's come down to a little bit more of reality. And when I say reality, I mean, look, we're starting from today. You want to use a strategy that doesn't hurt you. So you don't want to put, and I'll tell you, the moment you invest 1 million naira in this, when the market is going low, you will not be able to hold. The moment you have more money than you can afford to look away from in this, once you have more money that you can afford to look away from, you will not be able to hold. And the strategy that's worked for most people in this is holding. So what you want to do, the strategy you want to do, pure and simple, is a strategy that allows you, okay, to do it little by little regularly. So weekly, monthly, daily, you want to ensure that you are saving something aside and using to buy regularly. And that's why where we have daily cost averaging. Okay, and I'm going to show you that again very quickly today, and then I will pause it there. If you are following me, and it's making sense to you, just type in that chat box there, yes. Type yes there. Let me know that you're following. Let me know that it's making sense to you so that we can progress. I want to show you how to set up your dollar cost averaging system right away. Good, good, good. I can see the yeses, 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 yeses. We do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. If you have a question, that's fine. There's a question and answer place. You can put your question there. I will answer the questions shortly after I've shown you what I want to show you. Good. Um, so this is my phone. Sorry. Um, Let me show you Bitnob. This is Bitnob. So here am I logging into my Bitnob account. If you want my password, yeah, it's my face ID. Oh, okay. I need to update. So I don't know. I don't know if you've updated your own. I need to update my app. So sorry. I'm going to do that right away. Updates. And I want to encourage everybody that if you're here today and you have Bitnob downloaded, um, go upgrade. If you don't have it downloaded, please download. And then please go to the ratings and comment on it. I realize that some people on Android are not finding it on top of their page. I think one of the things that will make that difference is when you go there and go and rate it and comment there. You know, the more popular it becomes, then the more it ranks on top page. It ranks already on top page for iOS, so that's fine. I think you want to do the same thing for Android as well. It's loading. I hope my internet is speak and span. So I want to show you this very quickly. Um, the site. Just go to your Play Store. Go to your Play Store or your App Store and look for Bitnob. Bitnob. Yeah, look for Bitnob. You'll find it there. Look for Bitnob. I'm wondering why it's taking so much time. Let me get this done. Let me see if I can change my source of internet. If it will be better. Yes, the Labanks can try it. Try it right away. Okay, good. So let me go to the app again. I think it was still loading. Uh-oh. The app is forcing me to upgrade. I guess I may not be able to show you today. Bitnob. Okay, so I think what we'll do is while this is going on, let me just answer your questions. I'll take a few questions while my app is updating. So if you have questions, I'll take it at the question and answer button. I'll answer the questions there. And then once this is done, we'll progress. Okay, someone is asking, um, how do we access the calculator in our app? I don't know what that question, I don't know what you mean by that. Calculator? I'm not sure I got that. Please ask your question again. Thank you for your assistance to help humanity to alleviate poverty. Do you know of other companies that follow this model in other parts of the world, like US and Britain. Um, I think it's something everybody can actually organize and do for themselves. I'm not sure of how many people are deliberate. I actually have designed a system to ensure that people are, people can do dollar cost averaging directly. Um, but you can make it happen yourself. So you can set up you can set up a reminder. You can set up a direct debit. There are a few things you can do around making that possible. I take it that you're not in Nigeria and you're looking for other options you can use. What I can assure you is that Bitnob is coming near you as well soon. I need to get this straight, sir. Once I sign up for Bitnob, it automatically creates a Bitcoin wallet for me. If yes, the deductions to my Bitnob savings is not taken from my wallet. I prefer to talk to you in person for clarity if you don't mind sharing your contact. Um, I'll answer your question. Um, there's a customer service person you can speak with on Bitnob, and they will be able to answer all your questions as far as what you want to do is concerned. But for your question here, what happens is once you download the wallet, you can immediately connect your card and then begin to create a plan. And on that plan, if you say, for example, you want to be saving $10 per week and you tie your card to it, at the anniversary day, every week, it will transfer the money in from your Naira account into Bitnob into your Bitcoin wallet. So you basically will create a Bitcoin wallet for you and it will make that transfer happen immediately. So essentially, the moment you have, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside, and you take that direct debit from there. If you want to speak with somebody directly, you can speak with somebody in the customer service desk. I'm doing these webinars on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. So here's where we can interact. Um, if you want to ask specific questions about how things work, there are people who will help you handle that. I created an account. I created an account permitted to auto debit, yet I don't get my debit. I don't understand that question. Maybe you've created an account and you have. I need to understand the question. Have you tied your card to it and it's not debiting? If it's not debiting, you may need to speak with your bank. Maybe there's some other things you need to do within your bank for that to happen. If that's the case, talk to your bank. And if they say there's no problem with there, no problem there, then it should be able to work. I'm assuming that what you're saying is that you've already set up the account, you've tied your card. But if you're talking about direct debits from a particular account you have and they're not authorizing it, that's still your bank. Okay. Dollar cost averaging is not a calculator. Dollar cost averaging basically means dollar cost averaging means every day the value of naira to dollar may be changing. So over the last 20 years, we have watched dollar move from less than 100 naira to 120 to 150 to 200 to 250 to 350 and on like that. So we've seen that trajectory over time. Okay, so in the same way that we've seen that trajectory over time, we've seen that change in value. So if I was dollar cost averaging, it means I'll be using my naira to buy dollar, using my naira to buy dollar, using my naira to buy dollar. If I've used my naira to buy dollar for the last 20 years, I will be richer today than I am now because I will have, if I was spending 5,000 naira for the last 20 years, I'll have bought some dollars at 80 naira. I'll have bought some dollars at 500 naira, 100 naira. I'll have bought some dollars at 200 naira. If I aggregate all my dollars together today and I go and change it today, I will have a lot more money than I have because of dollar cost averaging. Now, the beauty of this is dollar cost averaging on steroids because now I am not only taking my naira to dollar and averaging it, I'm also using it to buy Bitcoin, which actually gives me a lot more value as well. So that's what that means. Already have the app. How do I navigate to transactions? I will show you as soon as my app updates. I will show you. Someone is asking what's the referral code. Okay, I have a referral code. I'll share my referral code with you. Uh, but essentially, the person who invites you to download the Bitnob app will give you a referral code that you can use to come on board with it as well. Someone said I already set up an account and tied my ATM to it. I was only debited from the day from that till now, no more debit. What do I do? Talk to your bank. It must be something from your bank, blessing. Something from your bank may be hindering it. So you want to let your bank know that you have put a direct debit for your card and you expect it to be honored. Maybe you put daily. So if it's daily, the banks get wary and they wonder, how come they're removing money from the account daily. So you need to notify your bank so that they can remove whatever it is that you've put on it for it not to work out that way. Okay, it looks like a little left for my app to fully download. I don't know why it's so slow today. Um, I hope we have a quarter to go now. Any other questions, please? Let me answer your questions, and then I'll show you this very quickly. Uh, Let me see if I change my internet source again. Let me see if that works. Will it work faster this way? Is it faster? Uh-oh. Oh my God. Okay. I think it updated now. Okay, somebody else says something here. It says the plan I created stopped after first, but then I created another plan. It has been working using same bank card without going to do anything at the bank for adjustment. Okay. Um, so that's interesting. But if you want to talk to your bank, it's easier so that you know what exactly has stopped it. Well, like Adelia said, maybe you want to do this. Um, Maybe you want to try this as well and see if that can work. Try and create another plan and see how that works. Okay. Someone says, is the same Zoom number every week? Yes. The same Zoom link every week. The same Zoom link every week. Okay. So this is my own group. This is my own page. Let me show you how this works. So what you want to do, if you're just new in this, you signed up, you have put your referral code, and you are in. What you want to do, and this is my own account. It just shows this is how much I've invested. This is how much it is worth now. So it shows you what it's worth today. It's worth $2,966. I've invested 1,230. It's 141% return on investment. Bitcoin is $32,000 today. So I've not done badly over this period of time that I've been saving. Okay, and what have I been doing? So I come here and say create a plan. So I put a Bitcoin savings plan. So I wanted to be buying Bitcoin and saving. And I want somebody to just, I want to get somebody involved in this. So maybe Adizat, since Adizat is talking to me, can you tell me, what do you want to save towards? What do you want to save towards? Is there any plan you want to save towards? What do you want to invest towards? Just give me something, or anybody else can give me something. So I can name. I want to name this project something. So give me a name to name it. What do you want to save towards? Children's school fees. Good. So let's say children's children's fees. Okay, I can see college fees. Okay, good. So once I do that, I now click next. So just watch the way I do it. I click next. How much do I want to be saving with what frequency? So let's say $50. Let's say I want to do $50 and I want to do it every month. Yeah, I want to do every month. Click next. It's telling me withdrawing from this plan before maturity dates will lead to a 3% penalty fee. So it's basically giving me an opportunity to be committed to what I want to do. So I come here and I say, I want to do this for 12 months. Yeah. So next, when do I want to start? Do I want to start today or do I want to start at a later date? So let's say I want to start at the 31st of every month. So 31st of every month is when I want to start. So we won't deduct today to deduct on the 31st. If I click proceed to payment, you ask me What do I want to use? Do I want to use my card? Do I want to use my USD wallet? Do I want to use both my card and my wallet to fund the plan? So now, this is the new thing. This is one of the upgrade elements. Before now, it was just the card. Like I see that now I can use my USD wallet. So it can take money from my USD wallet. That's beautiful. This is something that just came up. That's something very beautiful here as well. It's, always upgrading, always getting better. So if I want to use my card, I click card. If I want to use both, I click USD wallet. If I want to use both, I can click both. And then I come to next. And then it will say whichever card I link will be debited to fund my accounts. Essentially, once I connect all of this, that happens. So because I'm just doing this as demo, it's not as if I want to do that savings yet. I can just go back and cancel it. But essentially, this is how to do it. So for example, for me, for what I've done before, if I look at the things I've done, so this is an example of a plan that I did. So if you look at this plan, it's $100 plan, it's a habits plan, the Satoshi's success cost price of Bitcoin when I was buying it, my reference code was created January 24th. Okay, it's showing that it was created at this date. It's not when it was created. I think it was when the last deduction was made. That was when my last deduction was made. So if I come to my plans and I look at my habit plan, so my habit plan shows me is $100 per month. I've already done 5 months. Profit or loss, I have a $12, 12 cents profit, 2.4% is what I've made on this. The average price of Bitcoin was 33,000 when I started buying this. The current value is 5.12. This is the BTC's active. I've done it for 6 months since June 25. Okay. So I have different plans up, and this is how it works. So you can see all the plans there. If I want to pause the plan, I can pause the plan. If I want to withdraw, I can withdraw. If I want to roll over, I can roll over. If I want to top up, I can top up as well. So I have that. I have school fees plan. I've done a number of plans. So I have a travel plan that I did as well. This plan kicked off August 2020. Okay, it was $100 per month, and I've been able to do $930. I've gained $1,500 on that particular plan, and the current value of that plan is $2,400. So before I ended it, so essentially you can see that you can see all the kind of plans that it is. So you can set up different plans. It will create the plan, show me the current value of the plan, and that's just in a nutshell. And then of course you have your wallets. Somebody was asking, do I have a Bitcoin wallet here? Yes, you have a Bitcoin wallet. So you have a USD wallet. If you deposit money into USD wallet, you can have it here. And then if you scroll to the right of it, you can see your BTC wallet as well. There's a Bitcoin wallet there, which if I want to receive money from someone, I can see what my wallet ID is. Okay. So this is in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a good place to, pause. I think I've answered the questions and I've shown you what it looks like. I think there's a final question there. I'll take it. I tried to read last week, then it asked me to put my card number, which I did. It now said the code has been sent to me, but I did not get any. I checked my email, my phone, nothing. So what you want to do is just buzz customer service. Buzz customer service. There's a question mark on the page there, or your Bitnob app. Look for it, click on it, ask the question. They will help you connect it. Um, Ideally, you should send the OTP to your email or to your phone. So what happens? What will happen is, I'm sure there's also a system being worked on to ensure that this can be done via WhatsApp. I'm sure this will kick in at some point soon as well. So watch out for that. But in the meantime, just buzz customer service. They delight to solve those kind of problems very quickly. Okay, thanks a lot to me. Thank you for that. Someone's asking, is it advisable to wait till the dollar goes down or invest right away? So the strategy for dollar cost averaging and this plan for beginners is don't wait, start now. Okay, that's what I shared with you. Start now. What that means is don't wait for things to get, don't wait for things to get poor, before you buy, or wait for things to get high. The beautiful thing with this is you buy when it's high, you buy when it's low. And everything that you call high now, in another 10 years will not be high. Yeah. The projection for what Bitcoin will be this year, projections range from $60,000 to $100,000 to $150,000. Some people are as bullish as $400,000. So what you're calling high will not be high over the long haul. So, but you don't want to do too much at once. Just do little. I've been through the emotional roller coaster as well before, and I tell you, it's easier to manage when what you have put inside is 10,000 naira. Yeah. And then it's going up, you buy another one 10,000 naira. It's going down, you buy another one 10,000 naira. It's going lower 10,000 naira. What does that do to you? You're averaging your costs, and then on the long term, when the prices really jump, you are still in the market. And because you're not putting money that's going to cost you your livelihood there, you can afford to leave it there. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. I think that's it in a nutshell. It's been my pleasure bringing us this information again today. Thanks for listening to me. I hope today's meeting was recorded. Yes, it was. Thank you. Yes, another meeting is going to happen it's going to happen next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Okay, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Okay, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. What will happen is, for everybody who register for this meeting, your mails will be available to the team. They will send you the breakdown of how this works, of step-by-step guide, everything you need. I'll try and I'll push this to them as well so that they can send that information to you as well. Thank you, Odigwe. Thank you. Thank you. Well done, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of the evening. See you next week, Tuesday.